There we go. How's that? Oh, I think you can hear. Sorry about that. Evidently, OBX is giving me some issues. There we go. How's that? Oh, I think you can hear.
The news from the Queen's Eye. Could it be true?
So you got the expansion for ESO Summerset? Nice. How you like it? Yeah, I finished the Sigic line on one of the other tunes already. I just got to do it on multiple tunes to be able to get the skill line, unfortunately. But it's a beautiful land, so I'm enjoying it. Yeah, I have to agree. It's probably the best expansion they've come out with. Yeah, it's a lot of storyline in here.
Honestly, I think she plans to do something rash. Might even attack the guards. Never.
Stay strong, Emil. I'll get you out of this.
Secure the prisoner in the Fighters Guild. Off you go.
I've checked over Lillandrill from top to bottom, and there's no sign of the Court of Bedlam. I can't get the Portal Master to let me go to the college compound, though. Have you brought permission from the Proxy Queen?
That would be awesome to have those as mounts.
Good. Good. I was about to turn that insignificant book dust into something small, wet, and slimy. It would have made matters worse, but it might have brightened the dark mood I've been in. Sorry, I don't mean to burden you with my troubles. No, the mission is more important than personal matters. I'm sure Lathan will turn up, eventually. In the meantime, you should talk to the Portal Master and see if she's ready to grant us access to the college. Lathan and I met when we were initiates of the Sijic Order. We fell in love and married, had a daughter. We had all the things we ever wanted. And then everything changed. After we lost our daughter, Lathan grew distant, more subdued. It happened ages ago, after a long illness. We lived on an island filled with the most accomplished sages of our age, and there was nothing that could be done. We tried. I tried. But the illness took her in the end. Lathan was never the same. No, it wasn't like that. When the Right Master first learned of the possible Daedric threat, Lathan volunteered to look into it. We both thought it would be good for Lathan to get away, give him something to occupy his time. Then he disappeared. Lathan's reports became less frequent. Then he stopped sending them altogether. I'd know if he was dead, but he could be a prisoner or hurt. My main concern right now is the threat posed by the Daedric princes. Lathan will have to wait.
Not now, please. I really must prepare for tonight's lecture. Besides, only those with permission may enter the College of Sapiarchs. We can't have just anyone wandering around the compound. So you're the luminary the proxy queen wants me to treat with kid gloves? And I suppose the arrogant Sijic is with you? Oh, very well. Let's get this over with. The compound has been purposely isolated to serve as a sanctuary and place of study. Research and scholarship require solitude and quiet, after all. We use magic to travel back and forth. I'll prepare the portal dais when you're ready to cross. Just follow me and step onto the dais. By the 7 sacred texts, who has dared invade this place of learning?
I've got this. You talk to that Sapiarch.
This is unheard of. Attacked in our own sanctuary? This is terrible. Please excuse my present state, as I am distraught beyond all rational thought. I never imagined that Daedra would attack our compound. It's madness. Forgive my lapse in protocol. I am Elamil, Sapiarch of Daedric fallacies. Happened? Oh, it isn't over yet. There was no warning. Daedra filled the compound. So many great minds cut down. We were able to clear the courtyard, but there's more inside. I fear for the safety of the head Sapiarch and our other sages. The Crystal Tower? You need to speak to Lanatil, Sapiarch of Arcanology and head of our college. She's trapped inside with those monsters. I suggest you enter through the labyrinth beneath the compound. Just watch out for the Daedra.
According to the maps I studied, the labyrinth is this way.
I'll return to Lalandrel and warn the guards.
Good idea. Perhaps I should accompany you.
There's more to this than a simple Daedric incursion. I felt a strange sensation when we arrived. A sense of urgency. We need to hurry and find the trapped Sapiarchs. Sometimes. Probably has something to do with living on a displaced island and being part of the Sigic Order. We knew the 3 Daedric princes were a threat, but this is our first clear evidence of their hostile intent.
I'm not sure of a respec location for Somerset. I don't. I somehow doubt it, but I'll check around.
Even scholars have ways to defend themselves. Which reminds me, I can protect myself, but I'm not much good in a raging battle. I'll try to stay behind you and keep out of the way. Now, let's hurry and go save the Sapiarchs.
Release your prey, brood kings. Feed on their misery.
By the stars! This place is enormous! I'd like to explore
That
this
player tricked
compound
me.
one day,
I thought
when
it
fewer
was Daedra.
Daedra are about, of course.
Help me!
We should be able to reach the upper levels through there.
Some doesn't think there's a respec location there either.
hear voices up ahead.
The resident diamonds are not my thing, especially not to a Daedric husband. Nathan, stop!
That's right. No, Cameo.
You and your companion arrived in the proverbial nick of time. Now, if you wouldn't mind, who in oblivion are you?
Yeah, a little bit trying
and
to
how did
avoid
you know the
combat.
College of Sapiarchs was under
That's how I
assault?
feel.
First, the cultist leads an army of Daedra into our compound and demands I turn over the Resolute Diamonds. Now, you arrive with a warning from the long-absent sages of Artaeum. I think you need to explain yourself before we go any further. That's impossible. We would know if the tower's defenses had been breached. But it would explain the disasters currently befalling the Summerset Isle. Let's say I believe you. What does the Right Master suggest as the next step? A reasonable plan, but access to the tower requires the Resolute Diamonds, which are guarded by the tower's sentinels. Only they can use the keys. I suppose they are the next targets. We need to warn Hanail and Imidril at the Illumination Academy. We appreciate your aid in this matter. Before you head to the Illumination Academy, perhaps you can have your friend get that cultist out of my compound. As it is, it's going to take weeks to get rid of the stench of Daedra. Every 11 years, 2 Sapiarchs are selected to undergo a long and extensive ritual to attune them to the Resolute Diamonds, the keys that open the Crystal Tower. These sentinels guard the diamonds and utilize them to grant access to the tower.
I can't believe I was concerned about the welfare of my husband. To find Lathan here, threatening the Sapiarchs and leading a horde of Daedra. How could he betray the Order like that? How could he betray me? A simple spell of binding. His attention was so focused on the Sapiarchs, he wasn't prepared to deal with another Psijic mage. While you go and find the Tower Sentinels at the Illumination Academy, I'll take Lathan back to Artaeum. I almost hope he gives me a little trouble. I could use a reason to unleash some pain and suffering on this turncoat. Don't worry. My spell will hold until we reach the confines of Kapora Tower.
You there. Tell my darling wife to release me, and I'll ask Mathala to kill you quickly when the new age dawns. Spinner saved me from fools and altruistic adventurers. Valsrin turned her back on me and my daughter a long time ago. Is it any wonder I've found acceptance and a purpose among the court of Bedlam? Don't presume to judge my actions, you insignificant flea. I am an earl in the court of Bedlam now, chosen personally by Mathala to represent her on this all-too-fragile world. Leave me. I'm done speaking to you now.
Let's leave these Psijics to their work. We have a college to put back together.
class is now in session.
Five Claw, you always After Roz spoke to the pretty Sigi Coriandra, whispers reached me about the illustrious Illumination Academy. They said that the Court of Bedlam hunts a Sapiarch there, so Roz had to come and see. Didn't expect all the crazy people, though. So the Crystal Tower really is in danger. This one finds that so hard to believe. The Crystal Tower, it's a bastion, a symbol of everything the High Elves hold dear. The Queen would be very cross with Raz if anything bad happened to the tower. Now Raz sees why the Court of Bedlam seeks these particular sages. Very well. No need to twist this one's tail. Raz will help you save the Sapiarchs from the demented Daedric cultists. Let's look in the guest wing on the west side of the compound. This way. Follow Raz.
These seas may be treacherous, but fear not. Even the ocean winds quail at the sight of Captain Wereshard.
Got a little bloodthirsty.
New arrivals? I wasn't told to expect any students or scholars today. Sorry, they usually let me know when new academics are going to arrive. I'm sure I can find a way to squeeze you in someplace. How long do you plan on staying? Sure. They arrived a few days ago, but only Sapiarch Hanael stayed. She's working on a book of some sort. I think that's what she told me. Don't know where the other one scampered off to. She hasn't been back to her room in quite a while, though. I wouldn't think so. She left all her things in her room. Notes, valuable tomes. Not the sorts of items a sage would leave behind. Maybe she just got caught up in the nonsense outside. You can examine her room if you like. It's right over there.
The Sapiarch's letter. She's hidden a coded message in the words. Raz has seen this done before. Hanael mentions something isn't right here, that she plans to hide in a quiet room. Very smart. It seems the Sapiarch knows that someone is hunting her. The list of specific books in a specific order, though. That's the key, Raz thinks. We need to find the books and the podiums, if Raz has deciphered the meaning of her code correctly. Let's hope we can find her before the Court of Bedlam does. That is disturbing news. The Queen hates Daedric machinations, especially the most overt ones. Let us hurry and try to find the Sapiarch. A vanishing bookcase. Raz likes this clever sage.
My illusion spell. If you're the person that's been following me, I warn you, I'll scream. I knew I wasn't imagining things. I told Imidril that we were being followed. If the head of the College of Sapiarch sent you and told you we guarded the Resolute Diamonds, it must be a serious matter. Something involving the other alliances? Daedric princes, you say? As in more than one? That doesn't sound very good. Imidril went to King's Haven, not too far from here. The old ruins. He loves to poke around in that place every chance he gets. But I'm still a bit confused.
Raz will explain things to the pretty Sapiarch and make sure she returns safely to Lilandril. Ruins.
You there! Burn the webs! Quickly! Quickly! Befallus damn webbing.
It's in all my nooks and crannies. Thanks for helping, though.
No! Save the Dawn Star gem!
The spider poison, it's spreading fast. Take this. Resolute diamond. Don't let the Golden Knight's sacrifice be in vain. Then you know we're Tower Sentinels. Guardians of the diamond keys that open the Crystal Tower. Please, make sure my diamond remains safe. My father, Prince of the Secret Arts. She sought my diamond, but also seemed very interested in the Golden Knight. I fear she's taken him to the Spiral Skein. Tell Hanaya I'm sorry.
Ah, there you are. The Rite Master needs you back in Artaeum immediately. Find him in Kapora Tower as soon as you can.
God, I'm a wood elf, or that killed me.
Class is now in session.
What is that approaching? Sounds great.
I don't know if any of you noticed that or not. Atrium, which you have to work through here to get to, is not in the rest of the world. It's actually separate, kind of like Lock Old Harbor is. It's here. Case.
Thank you for returning so promptly. Before we get to other matters, tell me about your search for the Tower Sentinels. Valcerin recounted the events at the College of Sapiox after she returned with Lathan, but I'm eager to hear your report. Mephala, curse her name. Along with her cohorts, Clavicus Vile and Nocturnal, she corrupted Lathan and threatens all of Nirn. But the Sapiox no longer have an attuned pair of key-bearers. That will make it harder to access the Crystal Tower.
Mephala dragged the Golden Knight into her realm after he dropped this gem.
That Golden Knight is one of Meridia's champions, I believe.
Still.
It seems that one Daedric prince is trying to help us. That gem is the Dawn Star, from the Dawnbreaker's sword. Why take the knight prisoner, though? What are the princes playing at here? Oh, yes. Without 2 attuned tower sentinels, the Sapiox can't use the diamond keys to open the way to the Crystal Tower. The attuning process usually takes a year and a day, and I have no idea if they can hasten the process. It involves my missing memories. I've recalled an important detail, and I need to show it to you. For now, let me compensate you for your efforts so far. I appreciate your help in all this. While you were gone, I have been scrying through my own memories, trying to find the missing events that will remind me where I hid the heart of transparent law. I believe I have discovered something significant. Not exactly. While scrying through my memories, I saw half-formed thoughts and splintered recollections. I saw myself enter the dreaming cave beneath Kapora Tower, and I held the heart of transparent law in my hands. I opened a portal, but I can't recall where it went. Something intentionally blocked the destination from my sight. I entered the portal, and time passed. Then I was back in the cave, and the heart was gone. Will you accompany me to the Dreaming Cave? The answer to where I hid the heart of transparent law resides in the Dreaming Cave. Or, more precisely, through the portal I opened and once traversed. But therein lies the problem. It's best if I showed you. Meet me in the cave beneath this tower.
Tranquil greetings, Caraval. You will forgive me if I seem awkward. We rarely entertain guests here on Artaeum. I am Caloris. Right Master Ichesis told me a great deal about you. I suspect he has plans for you within the Psijic Order. The Right Master holds you in high regard. That is proof enough of your worthiness. The Psijic Order requires practical wisdom, outside perspective. Unless I miss my guess, you can provide both. You would be a worthy addition to all ranks. Eager to begin? Good. Eagerness is just what we need. Your first lesson begins now. The Order has detected a number of irregularities on Tamriel. Small breaches in the fabric of time. I would like you to seal them for me. The first cluster of time breaches appeared on the Isle of Summerset. You should start there. Go speak with my apprentice, Josaja, in the Athenaeum. She will provide the tools.
Yes, can I help you? Right. You're the Order's new initiate. I didn't expect you so soon. Things here on Artaeum are normally, you know, snailish. I transcribed our seer's visions onto the map there, and collected these Psijic seals. The augur, however... I don't. Please don't tell the lore master. It tricked me into dismissing the binding charms that keep it here, in the Athenaeum. Then it popped like a bubble and vanished. It escaped before, but never on my watch. Mercifully, yes. I just scried its location. It looks like it reappeared somewhere on the shores of Waston Coraldale. It didn't take long for some sea elves to scoop it up and squirrel it away. You'll have to steal it back. I am sorry, truly. I'm indebted. You'll definitely need the augur on your quest. Without it, you'll never find those time breaches.
Olisetta, what are you thinking? Welcome to the Dreaming Cave. Here, we can open paths to other realms. This particular path is blocked by Daedric magic. I have an idea, though. Take the Dawnstar gem from your pack and hold it up to the barrier. Just as I surmised, the barrier, it withdraws from the Dawnstar's power. Dawnbreaker's gem contains a portion of Meridia's power, but on its own it isn't strong enough to dispel this barrier. We need to find the Dawnbreaker's sword and make it whole once more. We know that at least one Daedric prince has attempted to help us against the triad of Vile, Mephala, and Nocturnal. I think it's time to approach Meridia and solicit her help in this endeavor. We need to locate a true believer, one of Meridia's cultists. If anyone can direct us toward Daedric activity on Summerset, It's Lathan. Talk to Lathan. See if you can convince him to help us find one of Meridia's priests. Just as you were attuned so you could travel to and from Artaeum, we use the same magic to prevent Lathan from leaving the island. He is free to wander where he will, but he can't leave. I believe he's outside, talking to Valcerin.
I never planned to come back here. The memories are painful.
I still can't believe I had to find you and drag you back. Was our time together really so terrible?
You still don't understand. Our daughter will never again see this view, or hold my hand, or anything. I suppose it's too much for a prisoner to expect a few moments of solitude with his thoughts. Ah, well. So, what can I do for you? Has the Right Master sent you to interrogate me? Doesn't he trust my wife's talents in that regard? What a curious question. Do you actually believe that all Daedric cultists know each other? I hate to disappoint you, we don't. Although I can tell you that there are a lot fewer of the Lady of Life's followers now than there were before. The Court of Bedlam has been actively eliminating the competition, as it were. Oh, I wasn't personally involved, but I have it on good authority that the Meridia shrine hidden to the north of Shimmerine has been disposed of. All? Who can say? I imagine that one or two of them scurried down a dark hole before the blade fell. Like rats, her followers are. I believe I have said everything I'm going to on this subject. Now shove off.
That sounds like a wild Nixad chase. Didn't Razumdar has been investigating Daedric activity across Summerset. He's your best chance for finding a follower of Meridia, despite what Lathan has intimated. When last we checked, the Eye of the Queen was in Shimmerine, conducting his own investigation into the Court of Bedlam and other Daedric activity. If anyone in Summerset can point you to a priest of Meridia, it's Razumdar.
If the Queen's Eye wants to chase his own tail by following skeever scribblings, fine by me. Anything to keep him out of our business.
Step away from that scribble, newcomer.
Take a breath, bailiff. It's just a scribble, not one of Razandar's conspiracies. Only one of the lesser races would deface a beautiful wall like that. I mean no disrespect, but my statement rings true. Razandar claims the scribble contains a message of some sort, but I just don't see it. The cat mentioned he was working with a newcomer. But if you ask me about Daedra, I'll toss you down a pit. As I told Razandar, Summerset banished Daedric cults centuries ago. Our biggest problem right now concerns these wall scribblers. Do I look like a Khajiit keeper to you? He said something about the scribbles. I'm just glad Razandar is far away and not bothering me. You, on the other hand, are way too close. Move along, or face the wrath of the divine prosecution.
Alright, so it looks like we're following these little faces. I can find another one. This. Alright, now I know that was not there a minute ago. What the heck?
Raz doesn't care who you worship. He just wants to know if your cult was attacked recently.
Perry, I would welcome you. Our prince accepts all kinds, and you'd be our first Khajiit.
You'd be our first anything, actually.
Five Claw, you have the happy ability to know where to find Raz when Raz has need of you. Getting information out of these Perryite idiots is like squeezing milk from a stone. This is why Raz hates dealing with Daedric cults.
Raz, in your investigation into the cults, did you happen to find one devoted to Meridia?
Interesting question. Raz has learned that the Court of Bedlam has been attacking the cults of other princes, including those devoted to Meridia and Azura. Now, usually if crazy cultists kill each other, it's good for Summerset. But this feels wrong.
I need to talk to a priest of Meridia.
You do? Well, Raz trusts you, so I can tell you about an old friend who attends Meridia ceremonies in the Etonir Grotto. Raz doesn't approve, but it's her life, yes? This one will make contact and meet you outside Etonir.
Alright, I'll meet you there then.
Raz was planning to head up north to Etonir after talking to these Perryite imbeciles anyway, to check on his old friend. The Court of Bedlam's attacks on the other cults were particularly vicious, and this one worries so.
The Sidgwick's captured a Mathalia cultist. He says the princes are at war.
War? That would explain the attacks. Raz isn't an expert on Daedric cults, but this doesn't sound like their usual behavior. This one thought they just sort of left each other alone.
The Court of Belgium might be wiped out. Meridia's cults with its attacks.
That's a terrible thing to say. No, Raz refuses to believe it. Raz's friend is a survivor. She's got to be all right. This one will go and make contact. Make sure she's fine. Then we'll meet you outside Eton Near.
Before I go, have you learned anything else about the Court of Belgium?
Raz hears things. He heard about the attacks on the rival cults. He heard that the court consists of followers of 3 different princes. And he heard that even though the High Elves constitute the majority of the court's members, there is one Dark Elf.
One Dark Elf. Is that significant?
A single Dark Elf among a group of High Elves? Seems significant to Raz. Besides, everyone seems to fear her, but this one could not dig up any details. We should keep an eye out for this Dark Elf, yes?
That should have closed that portal down there. That little flag you see on the map. That's the portal.
So, standing around is a crime in Summerset?
Yes, we even have a word for it. Loitering. I suggest you learn it.
Over here, Pipeclaw. This is Raz's old friend, Sadarado. She follows Meridia, but do not hold that against her.
May Meridia's light shine upon you. Raz told me you need to contact my prince. With the recent attacks, however, I need to ask you what your interest in Meridia happens to be. Meridia's Sword of Light. I'm not sure I understand. Even if I wanted to help you, my efforts would probably be in vain. My prince doesn't speak to just any mortal. The leader of our sect had Meridia's ear, but he was caught in a recent attack. Your need must be great to come ask for such a favor. The path to Meridia's shrine won't be easy to navigate, however. Mefalla and Nocturnal's followers massacred my brothers and sisters. They left vile Daedra behind to defile our sanctum. Enter the grotto and look for our camp. Meridia's shrine looms over the area. Raz will accompany me and will enter via a side tunnel. I don't want you to have to worry about me while you're defending yourself against those creatures.
Raz thinks this is a bad idea, Sadara.
I want to help Raz. Maybe this is the reason Meridia allowed me to escape when the rest of my sect was attacked.
And I crashed. Awesome. Alright, and we're back up now. Probably been up for a minute. I walked off for a second. Over here and get this way shrine real quick. Let's see if I can close the portal. That is up here. Hopefully I can. I don't have the auger yet, which is what's concerning. If you're wondering, the auger is just this big skull. Little blue crystal skull. Like from Indiana Jones. Yeah. Can't do it yet. Alright. Come back.
I knew I shouldn't have let her go in. Idiot. The Thieves Guild sent you. Wouldn't go any deeper if I were you. Darkness crawls along the walls of Etanir. Only thing you'll find here is an ugly death. That, and the corpse of my former apprentice, most likely. No idea. Erothal asked to take the lead, and I obligingly took a nap. Didn't think it would be any trouble, even for a lackwit like her. Sneak past some cultists, grab the tokens, get out clean. Easy. But now, the place is swarming with Daedra.
Argonians.
The Thieves Guild? Well, she's certainly missing, and I'm not risking my scaly hide going in to find her. You look scrappy enough. If you can grab those tokens and what's left of my apprentice, I'll make it worth your while. What do you say? The Thieves Guild said, well, I suppose I could answer some questions. Long as...
Seal this place, mortal flea!
This way. We're almost there.
Raz is not fond of Daedric cultists, but no one deserves to die like this.
The Court of Bedlam are cowards. They struck us down without warning. I will try my best to get your friend an audience with the Lady of Light. The shrine is just inside. Master, what did those bastards do to you? Look what they did to his body. They defiled Meridia's shrine.
That light, that is not natural, yes?
Meridia, she calls to us.
My devoted priest, a loyal soldier, and an intrepid instigator. Step closer and bask in Meridia's light.
Why is this statue talking to Raz? Should it be doing such a thing?
My followers murdered, my shrine desecrated. The other princes, this so-called triad, they must answer for these insults. But I sense a question in your mind. Speak, mortal. Ask what you will of the Prince of Light. They dare to steal my vessel? To hold prisoner the agent I put in place to foil their despicable plans? My light shall not be snuffed out. My colored runes will not be compromised. You must set Darian Gautier free. My vessel thinks of itself as Darian Gautier, a simple Breton warrior. But in reality, it is my will and my power. When a darkness enters your reality, I send Darian to banish it. You must enter Mephalah's realm and rescue Darian, the Golden Knight. Only my vessel can repair the Dawnbreaker. Use the Dawnstar gem to locate Darian within the Spiral Skein. Now return to the Right Master and tell him what I said. Wait, the Triad dares to invade my sacred realm? Such an affront cannot stand.
Meridia.
Yeah, that can't be good. Her eyes are
She's gone. I can't feel her presence any longer.
not good.
Raz is certain that the nice statue will be fine. In the meantime, let this one take you someplace where you will be safe. Raz has seen many things. Were-sharks, flying tigers, were-sharks on top of flying tigers. But a talking light? Ah, Queen Irene will never believe it. How much trouble are we in, Five Claw? Be honest with old Raz. Too much honesty is never a good thing. How do we battle Daedric princes? Raz supposes an army would help. An army always helps. Alas, Raz rarely has an army to call upon when he needs one the most. And that involves traveling to places Raz never knew existed before all this started. No. Raz will see Sadara to safety and then do what he can to protect Summerset and the Crystal Tower. The Daedra fighting, Raz will leave to you, yes?
What's up, TV?
Hey, how's it going?
I'm streaming the main quest line in Summerset. I'm up to Meridia. Have you gotten that far?
No.
Where'd you stop?
Oh, what did I do last night? I don't even remember. Oh, the Sijic order. I did the Sijic. We meet the Sijics and we went to the island of the Sapiarchs, which is under attack. That's what I cleared last. You're not picking up the TV in the background, are you?
Not until you're talking, and just a little bit, even then.
Okay.
Is someone out there? Help me out with this thing.
Finally free! Oh, sorry. No time to chat. I have to get back to Seeks. He must be worried sick.
Well, you're welcome.
For?
I just found the apprentice for the guy in the little area. And she's just like, okay, I'm out of here. I just hear Skywalker.
No. You heard nothing.
What are you watching?
Force Awakens.
Yeah, I heard Skywalker.
It looks like I'm doing a crummy trait today. Because my luck has been terrible for everything else.
I wouldn't do it. I would just hold out.
Well, otherwise, I'm.
This will take
Well,
20 days when you get the highest.
yeah, except I'm wasting time now then.
Well, do you have everything I have?
I have no idea. I don't even know if I have the pieces that I need to do stuff.
Some can make you harmony.
What do I need to craft harmony, though? Like, where do I have to find this item?
I'm not sure.
Like, I've got... Back to the research station.
I see that Errolthal made it back in one piece.
Got bloodthirsty rings,
The
and
guild might have docked my pay if
infused
she wound up
rings,
dead.
and healthy
More
rings, and arcane
importantly,
rings.
did you find the
I could
tokens
research
of
robust.
Meridia in there?
I have arcane neck research, robust neck, infused neck, and protective neck. That's it.
Good. I'll get these tokens back to the Thieves Guild. Honestly,
I'd
this
buy
is one
some.
of the smoother operations I've been a part of. Sad as that
You
is.
find it pretty cheap.
Maybe one day we'll do another
old
job
GTC
together.
website stuff.
Not likely, but maybe.
Can we get moving now? I'm just itching to get to our next assignment.
The itching's probably just a symptom of the venom. Next, your flesh will start to rot off. Seen it happen a million times.
What Swift items can you make? Can you make any?
Before. I can tell you that much.
Yeah.
Keep your guard up.
Give me a minute
We
to
may
find
not
out.
be so lucky if more of these creatures attack.
Yeah, no problem.
Alright, I'm gonna start the other quest. Get the rift stuff anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream here. If you like what you see, like and subscribe. Have a good evening.